Good morning. I'm Dr. Tahira Banu, Assistant Professor, St. Charles College of Education. I'm handling this B.Ed first year, post paper 2, Contemporary India and Education. Unit 2, Education Demands of Individuals and Diverse Communities. Here, what are the objectives? We are going to see in detail this Unit 2, Education Demands of Individuals and Diverse Communities. First thing, identify the education demands of individuals and diverse communities of India. Second objective, need for universalization of elementary education, that is UEE in India. Next objective, objectives of SSA, that is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, RMSA, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan and RUSA. Fourth objective, the challenges in achieving universalization of elementary and secondary education and the concept of integrated education for inclusive education and the 4 pillars of Dulles Commission report. These are the objectives. We have to learn the second unit, education demands of individuals and diverse communities. Okay. Now we understand what are the education demands in our India and how the individuals or diverse communities, different types of communities get their educational demands. Okay. Now, this is universal primary education. Introduction of the second unit. In India has been the stressing need for universalization of primary education from the day which our Indian Constitution was implemented. And this universalization of primary education had to be given to our all the children in 1960. That means free and compulsory education was implemented during the 5th 5-year plan. 5th 5-year plan in 1974 to 79. According to this, our Indian Constitution, Article 45, it gives the free and compulsory primary education for all the children below the age group of 14. Next one, universalization of elementary education in India. Article 45 of Indian Constitution directed that the state government provide within the period of 10 years from the commencement of this constitution for free and compulsory education for all the children until they complete the age of 14 years. It is a free and compulsory education. This universalization of elementary education implies following the 5 aspects: universalization of provision, universalization of enrollment, universalization of retention, universalization of participation, and universalization of achievement. These 5 aspects gives the complete education given by our Indian Constitution. Age group of 6 to 14 years. Free and compulsory education for all the children. First, universalization of provision. Okay, we know the meaning from the word universalization of provision. All the children between the age group 6 to 14 to give the free and compulsory education. That is the primary education. And this primary education should be set up within the 1 kilometer from the habitation of the child. And it needs to open a large number of schools throughout the country. Second aspect, universalization of enrollment. Okay. Our Indian government has decided to enrollment all the children between the age group of 6 to 14 in primary schools all over the India. And our new education policy 1986 assures to enroll all the children up to the age level 14 and gives the achievement of UEE, universalization of elementary education, by 2015 through education for all. Next aspect, universalization of retention. Retained. That is the meaning of retention. A success is how it's get possible. It remains school stage till the completion of school study. Children must remain in school stage till the completion of school study, but if the child leaves the education before the completion of his studies, the idea of universalization of primary education cannot be successful. Okay. Next aspect, universalization of participation. Okay. Universalization of participation, the community is to be mobilized to take all the responsibilities for identifying their own needs and ensuring the implementation of universalization of elementary education programs for a better and effective participation of educational administrative personnel. Educational administration needs within the decentralization. UEE, universalization of primary education for both the programs, formal and the non-formal programs. And next, universalization of achievement. For the success of universalization of elementary education, achievement of the learners is to be ascertained. That means it is not certain. That is the MLL, minimum level of learning, common to both formal and non-formal programs. But the continuous and comprehensive evaluation of a student's learning is to be emphasized. This will help to achieve universalization of elementary education through education for all by 2015. These programs to achieve universalization of education. These are the 5 aspects of universalization of elementary education that only India gets achieve these programs.